I have heard it many times how married women complain that they don't like sex. Wow. And I've heard it many times that men complain that their wife don't like sex. They have issues with sex at home. And I begin to ask, is it that God created men to enjoy sex and God created women to dislike sex? Is it that God created special organ in a man that makes him like sex, and he now gave the woman the organ that will not allow her to like sex? And we know God to be a just God. He's a correct God. He said everything that he created was perfect after creating it. So if he wanted good thing for the man, he should also want good thing for the woman. Case closed. So which means God is just. The organ that God gave men that makes them enjoy sex, there's also a configuration in the woman that should make them enjoy sex. So let us agree that sex should be enjoyed by the duo. Now let me share with you 10 reasons why married women dislike sex. It will amaze you that some of them, when they were not married, they aspire, is one of their dreams to have sex. But after the first attempt, the second attempt, they start having issues with it. The first thing is for the man to understand that the configuration of a man is different from that of a woman. I know you have heard it many times. That needs to settle within you. That the man is different from a woman. The way a woman sees sex, what a woman enjoys in sex, is not what a man enjoys in sex. At times when men sit down and they discuss sex, it is not the same discussion that is going on when the women, when they gathered and they are discussing sex. Hope you know that they also gather, they discuss some of these issues. Some of the things that you see as top secret at home is not secret among them. They share ideologies. They share things, with each other. Because at times there are certain ladies that they can't just hide some things. They share it, and through that, they get both bad knowledge and good knowledge. They share experiences. So you must understand as a man that the configuration of a woman is different from that of a man. And you must know what a woman enjoys in sex and give it to her. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that women hate it when a man is dirty. And most times, we don't usually consider that. We are always after a woman looking clean, putting on nice nightgown, doing all those things so that they can be appealing. Not having that understanding also that a man also needs to take good baths. You clean all your armpits. You wear a nice pair when you are going to bed. Not that the same also when you carry go walk. You still carry her come looking, sweating and causing different kinds of odor. It pisses a woman off sex. And especially if you know that your wife is this kind of person that always take good care of the house, always want to look clean, always tidy up. She also wants that for you. So anytime you want to have sex, it's something that you need to prepare for. Go and take good baths, wear nice roll-on, go on bed. Don't wear 4 days boxers. That's in the smell. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure that you are putting on the same thing that you are expecting from a woman. Also, you have to make sure that you also do it to make them enjoy sex. Now, the third thing is foreplay. Part of the configuration I said the other time, a man is instantaneous. A man enjoys sex instantly. Once a man is aroused, he wants to have erections. During the erections, he's enjoying it. But that's not that of a woman. A woman before is a very long thing. If you're going to have sex with your wife, beautiful sex. There are 2 types of sex. We have dutiful sex and beautiful sex. When a beautiful sex is usually memorable, it's something that a woman longs after to see because that is what she sees as sex. A dutiful sex is what she does out of compulsion to save her marriage. She must do it. At times it's vice versa. Also, a man can have a dutiful sex and the woman can have a dutiful sex. You understand what I'm saying? So, a woman sees that time in the afternoon that you caress her, you peck her, you say good things to her from in the morning. Not that you talk bad. You see, if you talk nonsense to your wife in the afternoon, She may not talk instantly. You still continue the day. At night, before you sleep, that thing that you said, you must say it back, you must reverse it. In fact, the thing is, once you say that thing to her, she will start processing it. She will start processing it. And at night, there's no how aroused she is. She will always remember. And it will affect the kind of attention she will give to you. So you must understand that a woman connects too many things together at a time. So, foreplay is very, very important. Good communication ambience is very, very important. If you shout at her around 8 p.m. and you are needing sex from her around 9 p.m., will it work? It can't work. So she sees the whole thing. It's like an album, a reading. She sees it as a whole. You can't, let me say this, you can't force it on her. If you really want her to enjoy it and have a memorable sex. And there's something about every man. Every man loves it when his wife says, you are good in bed. If he has had everything, every good comment, every good compliment about himself, if he has not had that issue of being good in bed, he may be suffering from low self-esteem. Because it's just as if, and that's why you see some of these odogu bitter, all these different bitters, men are patronizing it just to show that they are strong enough. There's a way that the sexuality of a man is connected with his psychology. It's connected with the way he sees himself. It's connected with his self-esteem. So another thing is adulterous men or man, let me use that word. When a woman knows that you have side chick outside, that you are playing games outside, she will not enjoy sex with you. She will be rejecting you. Two things on her mind. She will be scared of disease. The second thing is, there's this ownership mentality that every woman has. My husband, my husband, my husband. You will be feeling, maybe you just go outside and do whatever you want to do. She has this ownership mentality that you must preserve. So if you want good compliment for a woman, you need to let her know that you are yours, you are hers forever, as in forever. Nobody is sharing your body with her. Now, another thing is kindness. When a man is kind, kindness through saying good things. Number two, kindness through buying things. I was listening to a man recently, he said, if you want a woman to always be happy about you or happy at home, buy things for them. Number one, buy things. Number two, buy things. Number three, buy things. That's the way they are. They are receivers. Stop complaining. The way your wife is the way my wife is. That's the person beside you. That's the way our wife is. So your wife alone is not the only one in this thing. You buy things. Buy good clothes. You can't buy 3 jeans or 4 jeans for yourself and you have not bought anyone for your wife. And you are thinking, maybe she's working. Yeah, she's working. But she sees it as your responsibility to buy things for her. And that you don't joke with. So, when you are always doing things, buying things for her, she will always be thinking about payback. And the only way that she thinks she can pay you back is through giving her body to you. That's the best gift that she can give to you. Another thing is when the woman is not enjoying sex. When I mean enjoy, really enjoying sex. May I say this? Sex is an act that must be learned. It's an act. Number two, sex understanding is gradual. It's not something that can be gotten one day. That is why I always encourage young people to relate with older ones so that they can be well taught. So that is the essence of counseling before marriage. Or in a situation whereby the man, the guy and the lady are virgin before marriage and they are good Christians. How do they supposed to know? They are supposed to know through a counselor, a good counselor. I'm proud of the counselor that counseled me before I got married. I gave it to them. 2 of them, they gave us raw insight. We don't need to watch pornography. We don't need to. I'm going to talk about that, the impact of pornography on sex for family one of these days. So, as I was saying, I don't need to visit anybody. They gave us 3 days. They were explaining to us bomba to bomba. They explained it to us. So we don't need to we don't have issues. We didn't have issues. So that's the place of counselor. So if you know that your husband, there's a way you you enjoy sex that your husband is not giving it to you, talk to him politely and seek the counsel of a good counselor that can put you through. The last one is stress. Imagine somebody, a woman having 3 children. She has to take care of those children during the day. She has to take care of the husband. She has to take care of the house. She has to take, and also there are some of them, they are still working. Also working with taking care of 4 people, inclusive you. So stress at times reduces the appetite, reduces the interest that the woman has for sex. So what do you do to that? You have to keep encouraging her. Have good communication pattern with her. Be kind to her. As I've said, engage foreplay with her. Set the ambience for sex. Dress neat. Look neat. Say good words. And by that, you can play her into having sex. I pray God help you in Jesus' name. If you have any question, you can contact me. I'm ready to help. God bless you.